Here is my entire fossil collection in all of its glory. You'll see more of it later, but for now, we are going to focus on my Megalodon shark teeth. Before I show my Megalodons off, let's first discuss what I consider to be a significant meg. First, it must be over 3 inches long. This would not fall under a significant meg. Yes, it is a beautiful, nice, whole meg, but it's small and I wouldn't get all too excited over it, but I still would be very happy for it. Second, it needs to be at least 3/4 whole. Again, this I would get very excited for, but it's just not there, it's not a big whole meg. This is my biggest Megalodon shark tooth. It is 5.3 inches long. Like discussed earlier, it's at least 3/4 of the way whole, but it's not all quite there. I found this at the very bottom of the layer that I was digging through. This Megalodon tooth I did not find. It's my mother's Megalodon tooth, which she found while I was out of the house. It is 5.2 inches long. Unbeknownst to me, up until recently, it is a pathological shark tooth, meaning it did not form right in the mouth. You can see right here, it's not a clean cut, but is a smooth, rounded out area. It is not a break. This shark tooth has a lot of enamel peel. As you can see, there's barely any left right here, and all of that is dented inside the tooth, not the enamel. There's some on the front as well, with that being dented and that being the enamel. This Megalodon shark tooth is one of, if not the most coveted shark teeth that I have. It is a big 5.2 inch Megalodon as well, but it's more pathological than the other one. You can see the entire tooth is pathological, instead of just an area. Here we have yet another 5.2 inch Megalodon shark tooth. This one I found with my friend. I had felt this because it was in the water and I could not see it, and I thought, that must be a big shark tooth, so I notified him, but started feeling this and realized it's a huge peeler. Pulled it out, and here we are. Here we have a 4.4 inch long Megalodon shark tooth. Stuck my shovel in the wall like that, pulled it out, and immediately started celebrating. Here is the Megalodon shark tooth I believe I covered the most. It is 4.3 inches long, and as you can see, it is a mascot for my channel. It has a really stable root with minimal hydration cracks and a beautiful coloring pattern on the back. And as you can see, it is the most perfect Megalodon tooth that I have. Again, this is not a Megalodon that I found. This time, it's my father's. He found it sifting. It is the first big Meg that my hunting party has ever found. It has huge peel on the front where the current that it was peeling from starts to rip into the dentin on the inside of the tooth, and it has a root wing missing. Other than that, it's a really solid tooth, and it is 4.2 inches long. This is my first construction site Megalodon shark tooth. It is 4.2 inches long. As you can see in one of my previous short form videos, this entire section was laying right there, but I got tunnel vision from seeing the Megalodon, and I missed it until I reviewed the video on the way home. I found this Megalodon digging with my friend, and it is 4.2 inches long. It's very chubby. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's a pathology, but it's just like that. It is the first and only Megalodon that I found sitting in the wall sideways. I felt that and said out loud, "That's suspiciously smooth," and I dug it out. It has huge hydration cracks. As you can see right here, my entire thumb can fit in this one. On the front is a bigger one right here. This Megalodon tooth has seen better days. It's just a hair under 4 inches, but rounded up, we'll call it 4. It has this huge chunk missing, and this really smooth enamel peel right here. Loads of bore holes inside it as well. This Megalodon tooth is about 3.8 inches long and is missing both root wings, but I'd say it's whole enough to count as a significant meg. This Megalodon shark tooth is about 3.5 inches long and has a really thick root. It was featured in one of my first short form videos. It's missing this root ear, but it's a really, really killer Megalodon tooth. This Megalodon tooth is about 3.4 inches long and is featured in my most recent long form video. This Megalodon tooth is also 3.4 inches long and is featured in my first long form video. It has this big clam bore and this really cool purple burlette. It's also missing 2 root wings, but what are you gonna do? It's a nice tooth. Yet another 3.4 inch Megalodon shark tooth, which I found in this really white, weird, chalky layer. Something I've never seen before. This is a lower Megalodon tooth that is about 3.2 inches long, which I found about 20 minutes before that previous Megalodon tooth in that white layer. This is a 3.1 inch Megalodon shark tooth. Nothing too special about finding it, just glad to have it. We have this Megalodon shark tooth, which is 3.1 inches long, and is also featured in one of my long form videos. You can see the enamel quite isn't peeled here, but it is thinned out so much that you can start to see the dentin peeking through on the outside. It is a real beat tooth. It has seen better days. Finally, we have one of my favorite Megalodon shark teeth. This is 3 inches long, and it's one of my favorite because my dog died on the day that I found this tooth. I went out hunting thinking that sitting there and doing one of the favorite things that I can do is good for me and would get my mind off things. Turns out, sitting there and digging in silence isn't the best way to get your mind off of things. And here we have it. Every significant Megalodon shark tooth so far that I have come by. I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a good one.